and don't do justice. What we do here is we're building one huge success line. Success line means each of us create the success for the rest of us. So what they would call upline, we call senior success line. So seniors know better. Seniors just a few steps ahead, and we'll reach forward. We can reach the one that's ahead. And then instead of calling down line, we say junior success line. Junior's no worse. Junior's just a few steps behind, and junior can make the steps that we make to be where we are. And so her senior success line, Dr. Katrina Ferguson, who broke ambassador record time and global ambassador record time. And then Dr. Hamm broke ambassador in record time. As a matter of fact, one of her junior success line, Apostle Shirley Ferguson, broke ambassador in record time, and then also global ambassador in record time. And as a matter of fact, August 25th has a meeting with Lady Liddy Love and Dr. Katrina Ferguson out there in California. But Dr. Hamm is a prophetic wealth coach. She's a multi-gifted speaker. She's an author, intrinsic wealth coach, and she's known for her captivative style and dynamic ability to inspire and motivate her audience to go and reach beyond the breaks in life and to use every obstacle as a catalyst to create in life and to live their best life ever. It's called Spirit-Led Wealth, Spiritual Keys to Access Your Wealth Inheritance, and the Faith Code, Answered Prayers, Connecting to the Invisible Realm of Possibility. That's just two of her authored books, and I have one of them. And it's designed to inspire wealth consciousness for an abundant life and teach spiritual principles of effective prayer. Now, she's a minister of the gospel, obviously, and founder of WIN, Financial and Business Solutions. And her and her husband, Prophet Ronald Hamm, as a matter of fact, he just ordered his Breakthrough Freedom Pack as well. Had ordered some other products, but I just noticed that. And she's got some calls she's going to be doing for 90 days. I want to make sure she gives you that information. Those who are available, jump on that as well. So the next voice you hear is going to be that of Dr. Sonya Hamm. Again, she's an ambassador. She's got a heart as big as Texas and Atlanta, because that's where she resides. And she'll be one of the speakers there August the 17th down in Jacksonville, Florida. And she knows the facts. She loves the numbers, but led by the Spirit of God. And again, just compassionate. As a matter of fact, she said to me, she's like, I think you're a female Dr. Hamm. I'm like, no, you're a male Dr. Stan. I'm older. But anyway, you're going to hear her with great delight. Dr. Sonya Hamm, also with the HD Life magazine, and just incredible. She did a special Father's Day edition, and if you don't have that, you definitely deserve to get that. Dr. Hamm, take it away, my sister.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Dr. Stan, Dr. Breakthrough, and to all of the success partners that are on the line this morning. We greet you with the greetings of God this morning, and I'm excited for this opportunity. And, you know, for those of you that don't know me, for over the past 20 years, I've been helping people to dominate their money and win in life, because it is my belief, according to the Word of God, that we're not supposed to be broke, busted, and disgusted. As a matter of fact, I tell people everywhere I go, you can't call yourself a believer and be broke. And so that is why I'm so excited about Shop Free Mart, because I've been praying for a company like this. And so I know that this company is in existence today, and that it was only in God's timing that we would all meet and merge with it, because of those like myself that have been praying. And the reason I say that is because I've been involved in the network marketing industry for probably about 10 years. And when I was first introduced to this industry, like many of you, I was green. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how to build a team. I didn't have a network. I, didn't see myself as anybody great or being able to accomplish anything great, but I am a numbers person. And so what I had to do was get around people who were winning in this industry. And so for the first company that I was in, I excelled to the president level of that company. The second company that I became a part of, my organization right now is the top organization in that whole company. And so it was through that company, the second one, that I learned that this really works. And I woke up and paid attention, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I brought my girlfriend in. She called me with an issue that that particular company was able to solve for her. And when it helped her get what she needed done, she became like the evangelist of the company. And I'm saying this for a reason. I'm going to talk to you about some numbers today, and I'm going to show you something. And if you can get in front of your computer on your calculator in your back office, I encourage you to do that real quickly while I'm sharing this quick testimony. But my friend called me and asked me could my company help with her particular situation, and it did. Long story short, because of the results that she got, she went on to build a multi-million-dollar organization. And so I am the testimony that, you always hear people say you just need like the right person or a couple of the right people to come on your team. And so, but watch this, for the first 3 years in that business, I did nothing. Because I was like most of you. I was afraid to talk to people. I didn't know what to say. I was overthinking. I was overanalyzing. I didn't see the power of what I had in my hand. And I'm afraid now that we're sitting on like a gold mine, and we may not see the power of what we have in our hands. So I just kind of want to expose you to that power in this morning. Now the difference is, I said, okay, God, I see that. I see, the success of others and how they've gone on to create multiple millions of dollars in these businesses. But I want a Christian-based business. I want a kingdom-based business. And actually, when Dr. Katrina called me, in my mind, I'm saying, nope, you got the wrong one. I'm not doing another thing. I'm focused, And as Dr. Stan kept talking in that particular conversation, he was speaking my language. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so I didn't even enroll. I never went to the website or anything. I got a phone call on a Tuesday night at about 8:00, and I think we ended up being on the phone till about 10:30 that night, trying to get me in. I still never went to the website. It was the fact that Dr. Stan and Dr. Katrina both spoke my language. And when you know what your vision is in your heart, when you hear somebody else speak it, it's a no-brainer. So the first thing is, we have to, in this type of opportunity, you have to align with people who have your vision. Now, for me, I tell people I don't have health challenges, so that's not what motivates me. So this morning, if you're on the call, I just want to warn you, I am money motivated, okay? I am on a mission to help as many people as I can to break the curse of poverty, because, again, we cannot call ourselves believers and remain broke. It just doesn't line up with the word of God or the will of God when he says, I know the plans I have for you to prosper you and give you an expected end. So that means we got to have some type of expectation for greater. And when we have the expectation, God says, I've already given you the ability. I've given you the gift. I've given you the tools. I've given you the resources. I have provided everything that you need to create wealth. And so I am so thankful for Mr. John Austin and Tom and Dr. Awatan and all of the people that make up Shop Free Mart, Dr. Katrina, Dr. Stan, I'm in each of you. I'm thankful that God has brought us together in this space of time to do something phenomenal. And I've been telling everybody, I believe, because we've been praying for the wealth transfer. We've been praying. Well, Shop Free Mart is one of the answers. I want to say it's the answer, but I'll be modest, okay? But it is one of the answers, and I believe in my heart of hearts that Shop Free Mart is going to create the most phenomenal health and wellness breakthrough for so many people in history, and the greatest wealth transfer that we're going to see in our time. And so with that, it's important for us to understand. I already know I'm looking for people who want to get out of debt. I'm looking for people who want to pay their mortgage off. I'm looking for people who want to build their business debt free. So with the income model that we have, ladies and gentlemen, we can literally create our own funding system and never have to use debt another day in our lives. And this becomes an asset. When you have a business opportunity like this, you got to look at it not as something I have to do or something I have to get people to do, because when you solve people's problems and you know how to solve problems, then people are going to look for you. So I already know people, listen, have three problems. Everybody on the planet, their issues, their challenges, their roadblocks occur in these three areas. Number one, everybody has cash flow issues because everybody wants more money, right? So every day you're dealing with money in some capacity. You're using financial resources in some way, and if you just happen to stay at home that day, you're still thinking about the bill that's going to be due Friday, or that you got to go buy groceries, or that it's time to pay Johnny's soccer fee or whatever. So money is something that is constantly on our mind, whether consciously or unconsciously. Every decision that we're making in some kind of way, it revolves around money. So money is an issue that everybody has. It's a challenge that everybody has. Do I have enough? Am I going to have enough to retire? Am I going to have enough to send my kids to college? What happens if the car breaks down? How long is it going to take me to pay off my mortgage? Number two is everybody is concerned about their health. If not, then why in an hour program on TV are you going to see 15 commercials about something going wrong with your body, restless leg syndrome and, COPD? Come on, they come on so much. And cancer, there are cancer commercials like every other commercial is a cancer commercial. So it puts health on people's minds. And it amazes me that people will elevate a doctor above God. And I believe that through Shop Free Mart, we have the ability now to protect our health, to restore our health. Hello. And then that takes me to number three, is time. Everybody is concerned about their time. We're concerned about our time right now. How long is this call going to take? What appointment you have next? Some of you can't even focus right now because you're looking at your agenda for the day, or you're trying to write it out for the day. So time, how long am I going to live? I want to live a long life. Well, now we have the answer to all three of those issues. We can help people regain control of their time. We can help people regain control of their health, and we can help people regain control of their wealth. Hello, we can help a whole lot of people become wealthy. And so with that, if you go to your back office, if you're not there, I encourage you to get there sometime today if you can't do it right now. And on one of our corporate calls, Mr. John Austin talked about income models. And when you build an income model, what it does is it gives you a vision and lets you know, and that's why I love this opportunity, because all I have to do is look at the numbers and it's done. Like, the numbers do not lie. So if I put in the effort, whether it takes a year or whether it takes 2 years or whether it takes 3 years, let me give you all a piece of financial wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put $100 a month into an investment vehicle, it's going to take 50 or 60 years for that money to grow into anything significant. As a matter of fact, if you put $10,000 into an investment account that's only yielding, I believe, 4% interest, it's going to take somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 years for that money to grow to probably about $80,000. Okay? So that's money that you can't use. What I'm using this system to do is teach people investing in a different way. So I'm not going to call it investing. We're going to call it sowing and reaping. Okay, so we don't get in trouble with the Securities Exchange. We're going to call it sowing and reaping. We're going to speak our language. So here you're going to sow if you can take 3 actions, number one, you can set up a free account. You can help 3 people set up a free account, and each person comes in with the understanding that all I have to do to keep money moving is purchase 1 product a month for my own personal use. So you never have to sell anything to anybody, right? So with 3 people with a product value of $27, right? That is going to equate, if you duplicate that out all 9 levels, friends, that's $71,740.89 per month residual income. There is no place on Wall Street that you can get that kind of return. Y'all hear me? So we on this big bandwagon about investing. Well, what about the people that need their money right now? I can't wait 20 years to see what's going to happen and hope my money may be there when I get there, okay? Because you got other market risk. You got taxes. You have the volatility of the market that money may not even be there. So many people have seen their whole savings evaporate right in front of their eyes because of market trends, right? But here, this is something that we each get to control. So now with just 3 people, 3 people, 3 people, 3. That's it. Everybody does the same thing. You get in position, you help 3 people get in position. And it's duplication, right? So watch this. If you opened up an ice cream shop, you would have to get customers. If you opened up a clothing store, you need customers. If you opened up a hamburger stand, you need customers. If you decide to sell shoes, you need customers. We got to change our ideology because this is a God system. I am convinced with every fiber in my bone, in my body. This is a God system, but pride stops us from maximizing it because we say things like, well, I don't want to ask anybody, or I don't know anybody. That's pride, ladies and gentlemen, because if you were going to open any other type of business, pastors, you got to ask people to come to your church. Hello? You ask your members to bring their friends to your church. So it's the same exact thing. We're not doing anything different than what we do for anything else. The difference here is you need people who share your same vision. To get people to fill the pews of your church, you want people who share your vision, right? To get people, to support you in whatever endeavor, it's going to require simply connecting with people who share your vision. So the more you can get your vision in front of people. So that's why I suggest that everybody gets clear on what your vision is. My vision is this works with what I do as a prophetic wealth coach in helping people to now have a way to fund their dreams. Okay? So 3 people, real quick, and I'm almost finished. 3 people, $27 product value. So this is just our hydration drops, Puridyne, any one of those, the copper. What am I trying to say? But anyway, y'all get the point, right? So listen, 3 people, look at what kind of income you're creating. If you just duplicate that 7 levels, that is going to give you 3,279 people in your whole organization. This is 3 who bring 3 who bring 3. Ladies and gentlemen, just duplicating to that level, just saying the next 7 weeks, I'm going to push my team to get there. So this is week 1. I got my 3 people in position. By week 2, they're going to have their 3 in position. By week 3, they're going to have their 3 in position. Now I have you got 27 people coming in week 3. In week 4, you got 81 people coming in. In week 5, you got 243 people coming in. In week 6, 729. In week 7, you have 2,187 coming in that week. Peter preached, and in one day won 3,000. So who are we not to believe that we can bring 3,000 over 7 weeks? So watch this. That is going to leave you with a monthly residual income, if you train everybody to follow the system, of I'm going to just round it up and say $8,000 residual every month. So, well, Dr. Ham, we know numbers don't work 100%. We know everybody's not going to come in and get started right. But what if you have a 50% success rate? A 50% success rate, ladies and gentlemen, is going to give you $4,000 a month in residual income that you don't have to punch an alarm clock for. Hello? That is going to come month after month, really here day by day, right? As everybody places their order. But this builds a residual income of $8,000 a month. Let's take it up one more number. Let's go to 4 people. So if you have 4 people duplicating the system, right, then that is going to yield, and we're going to go to 6 levels. So now you get to come up a level, because I'm trying to keep the numbers where we can comprehend it and believe it, because if you've never dealt with millions, your thought process about your capability of being able to produce that is none. So we're going to build your faith a little bit at a time, right? So can you see yourself making $10,000 a month, right? So here with 4 people duplicating, and you just go in 6 levels, that's going to give you 5,460 people in your organization. You started with 4. And you're just going to grow over 6 weeks or 6 months or 6 years. It doesn't matter, okay? You're still doing better than the stock market, and you're still doing better than working on a job. I'd rather retire in 6 years than 40 years, right? So you're going to save yourself about, 34 years. So watch this. 6 levels, that's $13,267.80 a month. Again, we know numbers don't work, they don't work 100%. But I believe if people had the right information, they would stick and stay. So if we divide that by 50%, then that still gives you a monthly income of a little over $6,600 a month coming in, right? Then if you duplicate that, 4 people, 9 levels, that's $849,343.32 a month. A month. These numbers don't lie. If you just stick to the system and make up your mind, I'm talking to the people who want to create generational wealth. I'm talking about the people who want to break out of debt. I'm talking to the people who want to raise your children up. And it's not, people say, well, money is not all of that important. We got to change that lie. Yes, it is. Stop paying your mortgage if it's not important. Stop paying your car note if it's not important, right? Stop lying and saying that money is not important. It is important in this realm. And I always say, faith moves heaven, right? And then faith releases the grace to move money in the earth. So now God has given us grace through Shop Free Mart to be able to move money. And how does money move? Through the exchange of products and services. I don't care what you do. You're going to need people who are sowing and reaping around a product or a service, right? So now let's go one more level, and I'm done. Let's put in 5. 5. This is just at 27, okay? With 5 people, friends, that's $5,932,614.15 when you duplicate that all the way out to 9 levels. And that's just right under 2 million people in your organization. Can you imagine each of us having 2 million people in our organization within the next 5 years? Can we agree to set that type of a goal, that we're going to commit to working with 5 people, and we're going to educate and train and duplicate this system out so that we can produce wealth? Why? To fulfill our visions and dreams in the earth. So now when you duplicate that just 5 levels, so you notice how if you add one more person, 5 levels is going to give you $47,457.90 a month. 5 levels. If you just go to 5 levels, that is, 6 levels, that's going to give you a little over 19,000 people in your organization, and you're bringing in $47,457.90 a month. So if you just stopped there and didn't do anything else, you put yourself in the top 5% of the wealth of the nation. You put yourself in the top 5% right there. And then I want to just blow your mind for a minute because I looked at all of the different product packages. And so now as people are creating wealth, then and so let me say this, you're simply sowing $48 for a product that's going to protect your health, that's going to revitalize your body, that's going to cause you to live a long, long time, right? That's going to help you live a long, long time, okay? So you get the benefit, the wealth of your health, you get the wealth of your financial cash flow, and you get the wealth of your time, because who's not going to want to live a long time? You know, most people die because of failed dreams and lack of goals. And so people just say, hey, I'm just tired. You know, I'm tired of being frustrated. I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired. And I put a post yesterday. I said, it amazes me that people would rather stay broke than learn how to create wealth. Like it's a skill, just like learning how to ride a bike. When you get into a system, and that's the secret to all wealth creation, is a system. McDonald's is a system. Burger King is a system. The retail industry are systems, right? They exchange clothes or whatever, but it's a system around it that causes those products and services to move. So, listen, I'm excited. I am excited, and we are all people of faith. We are all people of the kingdom. We are filled with the power of God, and now God has put this valuable, valuable tool in our hands. Let's not sit on this. Let's get a vision. I love, I believe it was Mr. Jenkins a few weeks ago talked about purpose, and that was so powerful, because if you're just coming because you know, somebody invited you and you just supporting your friend, that purpose is not strong enough. So hopefully by sharing these numbers with you today, it will activate you to see what's possible for your life and what's possible for your family and what's possible for your ministry and what's possible for those of you that didn't even have a dream, but you can say, hey, wait a minute, I don't have to go in debt to fulfill my dream. I don't have to go get a loan. I don't have to use credit, because all of those are traps, right? So I am using this system to help a whole lot of people change their financial position in life and do what? Dominate your money and win. So come on, let's dominate. Back to you, Dr. Stan.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all receive that? Did y'all pick up on that? Off the chart, my sister, straight down the line. And I think there's many folks that can identify with that. And I tell you, the lines, y'all been inviting some folks like crazy, because the lines just kept packing up and packing up and packing up. And so we want people to get this information. We want people to be empowered. We want people, my friend, to understand. Again, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it can be a get-rich-quicker system with a proven track record if you're willing to be consistent. You know, all my businesses, I've always told people, you might want to write this down. If you can stick and stay, you can get paid. Let me say it again. If you can stick and stay, you can get paid. We got Dr. Tassel Daly on the line, one of the Crown ambassadors, and she just stuck and stayed. I mean, didn't do anything for several months, just sat there, but finally she got on a call and got fired up. And if you got any sense, I don't mean that in a demeaning way, I mean it sincerely, but if you got any sense, you would jump on the afternoon call if you're available and listen to our esteemed CEO, Mr. John Austin, very humble man. But here's the deal. After the call, and I've seen him do 22 minutes of speaking and answer questions for 40 minutes. The man cares. What CEO, pray tell me, what CEO makes himself available literally out of 52 weeks in the year, he's there 51. So just about every week he's there on that call Wednesday teaching. If you just took what he taught on health and nutrition, and the very first call I got on, he covered every scripture dealing with healing. The second call I got on, I thought, is this a corporate call? And the second call was about faith and belief. I was like, wow, this is my kind of corporate call. So you're getting a plethora of information that's powerful. Pardon me. And by somebody who's living it out and has your best of interest, who also is an ordained minister. So you could build a business just off of the Wednesday call, the information that he's giving out. You could build a business just off Friday when Dr. Ariston Wheaton, listen, 200diseases.com. That's the system that you use to build your business, by the way. So you point to the numbers. You can point them also to the 200 diseases. And if you want to know how I'm right at 2,000 members now in 4.5 months of my business, I start off with Ty Grael. Ty, just go to 200diseases.com. Scroll down the left-hand side. Any problem you got, your wife, your son, your daughter, your cat, your dog, your horse, your grandchildren, the doctor, 50 years experience. And now I've met him. Back then I hadn't met him yet. He'll be 87 here in a few days, or a week or so. He doesn't have one wrinkle on his face. And he's also, by the way, a black belt. But I was like, so just and then, make sure if you do that. I said, make sure you have my link, because if he recommends any products, you want to get the products. I said, but you got to be a member. Membership has its privileges. You're going to get these premium discounted. Again, the way I describe it is it's an international kingdom-based exclusive discounted buyers club. So membership has its privileges. You got to be a member, but the good news is the membership is a lifetime membership, and it doesn't cost $120 a year like Costco's. No, it's free. See, got to put stuff in perspective. By the way, you got to have posture. You got to understand, people need what you have more than you need them. You just got to have that posture. You don't want to be mean, but you got to have that posture. And people are attracted to strength. When you come with that weak, watered down, I got to have you. No, now listen, you was doing good, I was doing good. We can do better together, but if not, I'm still going to be doing good. You still going to be doing good, but we can do a whole lot better together. But Dr. Tassel, again, let me finish on John. I'll go back to Dr. Tassel. But so anyway, Mr. Austin, again, just making himself available, and then you can ask him literally almost any question you want. Okay, just as long as you don't ask him something about treating or diagnosing some kind of disease thing. But here's the thing, and I keep telling y'all, and I don't know, I don't understand why some of you haven't taken me up on this, but you give him your name and you ask a question or give your testimony or a statement, and then you can tell people, I talked to the owner. Now listen, you said, oh, that sounds a little bit like manipulation. No, it sounds a whole lot like the truth. And you might be like my wife. She, bless her heart, she's powerful and I'll get out. She is not impressed with people. I mean, the big name stuff doesn't mean anything to her, right? But guess what? There's a lot of people it does. So it's not about you, it's about the people you want to reach. And guess what? When you say to someone, I spoke with the owner, that's a little stronger conviction. That gives them like, wait a minute, okay, that means something to somebody, right? So what I'm saying is this. So get on the call to this 11 o'clock Central, 12 noon, and listen intently to what Mr. Austin has to say, and then give your testimony when they open up for question and answer. Give a testimony, ask a question, and normally he'll call your name back out. He'll say, I want to make sure I got your name right or something, or he'll say something. And then you can say, I talked it on. He knows my name. So okay, you say, well, I don't throw names around. Okay, it's not about that. It's about leveraging what you can leverage. Remember, I said I'm a CLO, Chief Leveraging Officer. And if you want to know the difference between me and most of y'all, I leverage everything I could. If I, Lord have mercy, if I would ever have somebody like me that was in my corner working with me on the business, I would leverage that brother to the hilt. You see what I'm saying? But you got a CEO and you've got the power of understanding that, you get to talk to the CEO. And you can invite people on the call. So every Wednesday, by the way, the phone number for the call, you just go to freebreakthroughpresentation.com, freebreakthroughpresentation.com. Click on conference calls, and it'll show you the number. We have 3 live calls Monday through Friday. Liddy has her call in the evening, Lady Liddy Love. And we do this leadership call, and then the call in the afternoon. And now Dr. Hamm is going to have her call, I think, for 90 days. And so you want to get on that. But again, write this down if you don't have this, or just listen intently. Supplemental income, by the way, is the breakthrough that the majority of the world wants, needs, and seeks. And the whole world suffers from less than perfect health, They desire time, lifestyle, and money freedom. Fortunes will be made by providing these breakthroughs, and Shop Free Mark is a system, a vehicle that can help someone to do that. So Dr. Tassel Daly, again, now here it is, 3 years. I think she's got, I don't know, 20, 30,000 members now. Why? She joined, she just stuck, she stayed, and now guess what? She's getting paid, right? And listen, my friend, I'm telling you, the only difference between you and the Dr. Tassel Daly is she got started 3 years ago, right? Now, by the way, some of you got an advantage because she didn't know what she had, right? She just found something on the internet and joined it, and nobody contacted her, which, by the way, the fortune is in the follow-up, and you foul out if you don't follow up. You know, you all hear all these powerful people that I get on the call. Well, you don't understand. There's been a lot of follow-up with a lot of these folks. There's been a lot of not just prayer and conversation, my friend, and but again, presenting to people from the standpoint of what could be a blessing to them. So did you hear Dr. Hamm? She mentioned speaking in people's language. And so again, I'm very, very, very interested in, as I pray daily, as I prayed this morning, Lord, send people from the east, the west, the north, and the south. People, number one, have been touched by you. People, number two, willing to be tied together. So number three, we can transform the lives of others. I'm very, very focused on the kind of person, the type of people we're after. And so it doesn't shock me when the majority of the time I hear people say, man, this is an answer to prayer, right? And because 90% of the church, the prayer requests are for finances and health. So when you join with us, you can get to take part in answering 90% of prayer requests in churches. Like Dr. Hamm said, if you get over your pride and you get over the fear of rejection and you start talking to people, and just know, I'm going to tell you now up front, and I got to stop before I get into a training, but most people won't. When you open up your mouth, most people won't, okay? So just most people are not going to do it. Now my mindset is everybody I talk to is going to, but I'm dealing with you on your level, okay? I'm just going to tell you, just if you have in your mind, most people won't, okay? Some will, but it only takes a few. Did you hear that? Most people won't. Some will, but it only takes a few. Listen, she just went through the numbers. You just got to get 3. So if you talk to enough people, most people won't, right? But you're going to find a few. You're going to find 3. And then all you got to do is teach those 3 how to do the same thing you did. And everybody can point to 200diseases.com like I did with Ty. And then he pointed Les, who just won the contest, and Les pointed to Cowboy, who's burning up like crazy, and Cowboy, pointed to some other. Cowboy, matter of fact, ambassador. He's about to be a global ambassador himself. But you see what I'm saying? That's that 2 Timothy 2:2, committing to faithful men and women who shall be able to teach others also. But you ain't got to do the teaching so much as you just got to do the pointing. Just point them, and you get the system down. Call those pre-recorded numbers on a daily basis, but get on these live calls. So again, if you go to the website, freebreakthroughpresentation.com, 24/7, you'll see a presentation there. But you also can click on the conference calls, and you'll see the number. So get the number for the leadership call. The corporate call, 11 o'clock Central, 12 Eastern with Mr. John Alston. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and give it to you. 646-653. Well, that's not right. 1816. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I see I made a mistake there. Oh, I'm glad. Well, thank you, Lord, for having me read that off because that is not the right number. So, okay, let me give you the corporate line here. Wow. Well, thank you, Lord. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Okay, so here's the number, 515-604-3104. So 515-604-3104. So you greens, how come y'all didn't catch me on that? Come on now. So 515-604-3104. I'll get my wife to change that number out real quick. But anyway, that's the corporate call. And send to your back office also, by the way. If you've not yet joined, get with the person that gave you the information. Get their link. Join. It's free. And the numbers that Dr. went over, Dr. Hamm, you just go in your back office and I'll make sure you're on your dashboard. Come down 4 tabs. It says My Calculator. You click on My Calculator, and then you just do those numbers. By the way, she was being very, very, she's using the number 27. That just means an average of people ordering every other month. Now, they have up to 100% payout, listen now, on the profit share volume. So when you put your order in every 30 days, again, you never have to order. You still make up to 20%. Nobody does that. But if you want to make up to the 100%, and I like 100%, I like to reaching my full potential. How do I get to the 100%, right? So one of the ways is you make sure you have an order in every 30 days. Quite frankly, I order every week, sometimes a couple times in a week, like many of you. So, folks, that's what's going to happen. So, Dr. Hamm, give out the number and the time. I know you're going to be doing your 90-day wealth blitz, whatever you call it. Give them the number if they want to join you on that or get folks on that call. Dr. Hamm, the time and number for your call.
All right, great. Yes, that the number is 563-999-2660. Again, that's 563-999-2660, and that call will be every weeknight at 8 p.m. starting on Monday. Every night at 8 p.m. starting on Monday. Eastern. I believe that's August the 12th.
And that's Eastern Standard Time, right?
Yes, Eastern Standard Time.
So that's 7 Central. And
7
we got some
Central.
folks here Pacific, so that's 5 your time, right? Like Dr. Ferguson and others. Shirley Ferguson,
right.
So 8 o'clock. Yeah, because I always have people like, I'm the only one on the call. I'm like, because you're calling at the wrong time. So 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Give that number one more time because somebody's going to text me. So what's that number she gave?
All right, it's 563-999-2660.
All righty. Okay, all righty. And, well, thank you very much. You did an awesome, fabulous job. You made your father proud of you. He was just shining through you. So look at my daughter. Look at her.
Thank you, sir.
So, all righty. And, folks, I'm telling you, we got such powerful teammates. And if you're on this team, the Breakthrough Bible Dream Team, that's because you're powerful as well. So power attracts power, right? And so some of you, your power just hasn't been developed all the way yet. And each speaker, each thing that you're hearing is pouring into you. So again, sometimes you need the call. Other times the call needs you. This is a call you needed, my friend. So be consistent. Get on the call. Stop getting on late. Get on a few minutes early and start praying over the whole spirit of the call. You prayer warriors, don't underestimate the power of prayer. And so, but Coach, I know you got something to say, Pastor Kenny Smith. I know, man, your heart was, in between the two of y'all with the numbers and the comp plans, y'all break that stuff down, man. So, Pastor, Coach, man. 100K, what's up?
Shark. Well, hey, great job done.
Hey, you know she's a shark. She said she like money. She a shark, right?
She's shark. She's a shark. Yes. No, great job on doing the numbers and the excitement. And it's a reality. What I love about her presentation was that really, with overlapping leadership, like what Dr. Breakthrough does. One thing Dr. Breakthrough does, he doesn't just look at his own personal people. He looks around them. And you'll see that he's helping you by calling your team and calling your people. It's called wraparound leadership or taprooting. And so he's taprooting to get the desired results that he wishes to have. So a lot of people, they just go out and get, 3 people and sit back and say, I got my 3, praise the Lord, But what she was talking about was, what if you could steer this thing? What if you could really take control of the next 7 weeks, 7 months, 9 months, and every month, every day, you say, I'm going to make sure that my people get to triple diamond. I'm going to have you could be a triple diamond factory. So day 1, you go triple diamond. The next day you focus on, or the next month, wouldn't be bad. The next month you focus on, I'm going to have all my triple diamond. I'm going to have all my people go triple diamond. And then they do that. Then you work with them. You reach around. Kind of like, if you had a child and your child grows up to be 18 in age, but not 18 in maturity, and they have a baby. You know what's going to happen, right? You just had a baby. You have to reach around that child and say, look here, man, I mean, come here, you know, you got to raise that child. Well, that's how it is in network marketing. You can't just assume that people are mature enough to do what they have to do. You got to watch them, hold their hands, reach around, raise your grandchild, reach around and start raising your great-grandchild, and hopefully by that time your son or daughter is ready to reach around and raise some of their grandchildren. But the key is just making it happen. What if you could steer it? That's what she talked about. What if you could steer it to where you knew that you could interpret and you could inspect that in 9 months you would help everybody on your team go triple diamond? That was the number she's talking about. That's how you don't guess about it, but you're intentional about it. So I really enjoyed that breakthrough. I thought it was incredible.